Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Come on in and let me know if you are live, if you're joining me live. Come say hi, let me know where you're joining me from in the world. If you're catching this on the replay, then drop a little hashtag replay, let me know that you caught this and what you think of the card and the message. And today's title is We Are All Addicted to This. Now, I choose the title before I pick the cards. And if you're thinking cards, what's she on about? And you're maybe new here, pop new in the comments. Because I really like to make sure that you understand what this is about, and maybe get some resources that might help you. We have a set of eyes. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing? So for those of you who might be new and those of you who aren't quite sure, you're in the US, right? Let me get in because StreamYard hasn't shown me your name. So, good morning. We don't need two of me. Hello, Kate in the US. I thought that was you, but then I know. Anyway, hi, Anne. Good to see you. So, what we do here on the Daily Tap is we use cards, affirmations, oracle or tarot cards, doesn't matter what. We pull a card and then we do what we call tapping. So emotional freedom technique, EFT for short, otherwise known as tapping. So we tap on acupressure points on the top of the face, the top of the body and the head, sometimes the hands as well. And it sends a calming signal to the back of the brain to say that you're safe. So whatever's going on for you in that moment that's making you feel jittery, nervous, anxious, pissed off, angry, or whatever, an emotion that you want to move through, it will calm it. It will slow down your brainwaves so that you can think clearly again, be creative, be intuitive, all that good stuff, make good decisions. It will bolster your immune function as well, but it will also release serotonin and dopamine so that you feel all floopy and relaxed. And most of all, it grounds you and brings you back into the present moment, into your body, connects body and mind through catching the heart and I've just read your thing, Kay, that's why, through connecting the heart and the brain so that you are in resonance, you are present in the moment in your body. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to prove something to you now. So hi AB, hi Lizzie, hi Kay, great to see you. Please do feel free to share this, tag anybody that you think might enjoy this, and who doesn't mind being tagged. Obviously, don't let's piss people off. And yeah, so on the Daily Tap, the whole point of this is tapping is an amazing thing to do. Now, this is not a clinical tapping session, but it's a great introduction to how to do it. And it gives you a thing of how it feels in your body, a taste of how it feels in your body when you start to use this tool to calm down your stress response. Now, you might be sat thinking, but I'm not in a stress response. Most people, most of the time, are in somewhat of a stress response, right? Because of everything coming at us all day, every day. We don't have the time. Hi, Sandra, great to see you. To sit on a mountain meditating all day, every day, right? It's not practical, much as it would be lovely. And so what we find is that all of the things that are going on in our heads about what went on yesterday or 10 years ago, all the things that are irritating us in the present, all the things we're thinking about in the future, thinking, oh my God, that's going to be a nightmare. All of that is putting you in a stress response any given minute of the day, right? That's not to mention all the external stuff that's coming at you from this thing, from the TV, from the phone, from friends, from through the post box, through whatever, through on the news especially, right? And it all adds up to consistent low-grade stress. And what that does to you, or can do to you, if you don't metabolize the cortisol and adrenaline, and if you don't give your body and brain a break from it, it's very, very destructive, and it can cause disease, unhappiness at the very least, disease at worst, right? So that's not to be a scaremonger. My point in telling you this is so that you understand how life-changing this can be. It's helping me with self-care every day and to set a habit to tap. Bingo. AB, that is exactly what I wanted. Make it your first response to think when you need a break. Yes, that's the mission I'm on, is to make tapping the first thing everybody goes to every day to reset, to come back to center, to feel better. And I'll tell you for why, because it changed my life, right? I was a big stress head. I struggled with depression and anxiety as a kid, as a teenager. And I really struggled to regulate myself, right? To feel better in the moment, to be able to get calm again when I was upset. And then 10 years ago, I discovered, and I've tried counseling, I've tried all sorts, and I'm not dissing any of that. But this is so easy, so simple, and so quick. And the tapping really does do the heavy lifting because we're tapping on acupressure points, which sends a signal to the brain. So you could be reciting nursery rhymes and the tapping will still do a certain amount. The words focus you, sure, because when you speak, your brain hears what you're thinking about differently, right? But the power in tapping, like AB said, is doing it every single day, because then the effects are cumulative, right? Which means that your stress, sorry, the dog's delving under a cupboard making really strange noises, which means that your stress set point comes down. What I mean by that is how quickly you get stressed, okay, and how fast you recover. That vastly improves. Your immune function improves, your sleep, your digestion, your recuperation, all of that will improve because you are resetting and regulating your nervous system. Literally, this is what we're about to do. And this daily tap is we're doing it in a fun, easy way. So whilst this is not a therapeutic EFT session like I would do one-to-one with you or in a group format or whatever, it's a stunning example of how EFT works, right? So that said, hey Vashti, good to see you, my darling. Hi, darling. Kate says it's my go-to, as also I have a lot of subconscious thinking. Right, perfect. You've just said the word again, thinking, Kate. Keep that in mind, right? Put a pin in that I have a hard time putting a voice to. And when it shows itself, the tapping helps me bring it to the surface so I can find surrender and acceptance. That is poetry and music to my ears, right? You in a one-to-one setting is absolutely life-changing. Thank you, Kate. Oh my goodness, that, yes, I could cry. But instead I'll just tell you this. So go back full circle to what I said at the start. The title of this, and I choose these titles before I come on, I just literally reach out and go, what am I talking about? Bang, pull a title, then I pull a card, and then the discussion evolves, right? This is completely intuitive. The card that's come out is Thinker. Okay, I'm not shitting you. You saw me, you saw it come out of the deck, right? The deck we're using is the Wisdom of the Oracle, right? No shit. The card that's come out is Thinker. Okay, it's number 44 as well, because, you know, why not? Let's bring the angels into it and all the rest of it. So let's read what the card says. Now, what I want you to do, or what I invite you to do, so that you can prove that tapping works for yourself, right? I want you to, as you're listening to what I'm saying, I want you to just notice what happens in your body. Just notice if you're having a reaction to anything I'm saying. Any resistance, any yeah, right, any cynicism. You might start to feel a bit of tension because you might recognize yourself in this. You might think, oh my God, yeah, that's me, but how do I fix it? Who knows? There's 11 billion ways that you might react to this. Okay, but just notice what you feel in your body that's new. And if nothing comes up, then just place your attention on anywhere in your body that is tense, tight, uncomfortable, or in pain, and rate yourself how uncomfortable that is out of 10, 10 being the worst or the most intense, and then rate yourself afterwards. That will give you the tangible proof that this works, okay? Can't say fairer than that, can you? So the card, as we said, is Thinker. Now look, it's hard to tell whether she is pissed off, happy. She looks a bit pensive. But anyway, this just says the essential meanings are it's about strategy, it's about being analytical, and it's about being logical, right? So when I've said, and I'll come back to we are all addicted to this in a second, the message here is the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Honestly, you couldn't make this up. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For in this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. That's exactly how I structured this call, right? This thing, what a daily tap, whatever. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. Okay. As far as relationship goes, it says love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it's good to have things in common. It's time to weigh up the pros and cons. Don't force it to work, that kind of thing. The facts are the facts. In terms of prosperity, it says calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friend now. So get out your journal. I've just bought 2 new journals this morning. right? Talk about listening to the nudges. Get out your journal, write down what you're going, too many pages, to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Hi, Breeder. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit or source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. You will win this game and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. Love it, AB. And the protection message, if it was upside down, which it isn't, but I always like to read it out for the full thing. Hey, Vicky, is you might be suffering from analysis paralysis, right? And this comes back to the title of this thing. I didn't pick this card in advance. This is how connected this is to all of us, right? This isn't about me and how connected I am. This is about us as a group. We are all connected, and this is why. So if you're here, just know it's for a reason. You might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically hasn't been, you might have felt like it hasn't been working. You might have felt like your conclusions were faulty. You might have been feeling like you were taking action on false assumptions. And so sometimes it's good to give your mind a rest. And I'm going to tell you how in a second. The tapping will help that. Maybe do something creative, exercise or meditate or tap, right? That's what we're doing. Soon you'll come to your senses and an aha moment will bring new clarity. Hey, Lucy, great to catch you, darling. Now, thinker. We are all addicted to this is the title of this thing. I promise 2 more minutes and we'll get some tapping. So please don't disappear because this is really critical. I had put a written post out this morning about, hey, Doreen, about thinking, right? And about the fact that we are all addicts. What am I talking about with that? The fact is, right, a lot of us put number 1 in the comments if you struggle with negative thinking or cyclical thinking, and a part of you blames yourself. Hi, Kelly, good to see you. And a part of you blames yourself, right, and goes, oh my God, why can't I sort this out? Why can't I stop doing this? Why can't I get my shit together? All of this gubbins, right, and garbage. We judge ourselves, right? We judge ourselves for not being able to shed this negative self-talk, this rumination, this obsession, this analysis paralysis. Do you want to know the science behind why you do that? Because it will set you free, right? Hey, Vicky, just joined at the most amazing moment, so close to where I am. Yeah, okay, well, this is going to change your life, Vicky, I promise you, right? The reason that you do that is completely and utterly biochemical. You are not at fault. Yes, it's our responsibility to always go back and work on this, which is exactly what we're doing here today. The reason that you keep overthinking, keep thinking those negative thoughts is this. When we have an emotion, we have a thought about something and we have an emotion, we create what we call peptides, okay? Peptides go into the body and they dock onto what we call cell receptor sites. It's a bit sciencey, and if I get the terminology wrong, I'm not a scientist, right? So bear with. But basically, we have receptor sites that actually are there to receive nutrients, and as in receptor, receive. They receive the nutrients and the minerals and all of that good stuff, and they process them through the body so we can assimilate the nutrients and the minerals and the vitamins and all of that, right? But these emotions lock on to these receptor sites. Hey, Audrey from Tampa, how are you? Or in Tampa, should I say? And what happens is these receptor sites get addicted to this emotion. The receptor site doesn't know whether it's good or bad. It just knows that it's an emotion with an emotional charge. So these receptor sites are looking for these emotions all the time, right? And our brain, God love it, because it's programmed that way. Get this. It fires off those thoughts so that your body can get the fix of what it's looking for, because it's become addicted to these emotions, these peptides. Unfortunately, so it releases more, and so we have more of that emotion, and so those emotion peptides lock onto those cell receptor sites, right? The problem with that is, hey, Kimmy, the problem with that is that blocks the receptor site's ability and capacity to then receive nutrients and minerals and all the good stuff, right? But our brain is just biochemically feeding what our body needs, what it believes we need to keep us safe, and what we are actually addicted to unconsciously. So you aren't doing this at all. Your body is doing it. You as a person, as a conscious person, are not doing it. So the next time you catch yourself going, oh my God, I'm just a nightmare, I can't stop overthinking. No, you can't. It's not your fault. It's your brain firing off those thoughts to give your cell receptor sites the emotion heroin that it's become addicted to, right? It's not your fault. Take a breath. Just take a breath. Take that in. Is it me, or does that give you this huge sense of relief? It does me, it makes me quite emotional because I struggled for decades, not even years, decades, blaming myself for this. Because we're taught we should be able to override it. We should just be perfect. We should just be able to think positive all the time. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. That's why toxic positivity doesn't work, right? That is why spiritual bypassing is dangerous, because you are making people feel, or it is making people feel ashamed of their inability to get past this, right? It's fucking dangerous, I'm telling you. So, what I want you to take from this is tapping is one of the answers. Why? Because when we're thinking about that negative thing, that thing that's creating the negative charge, the emotion that our cell receptors are looking for and addicted to, that then stop us actually assimilating nutrients and life-changing things, right? And actually emotions from good emotions from good thoughts and positivity, the negative ones are stronger. They're blocking everything else out. Tapping helps you sort that because it dissolves the neural pathway that connects the thoughts to the reactions in the body, which then means that those thoughts and emotions don't hold the same charge. Therefore, they don't send out all the peptides. Therefore, our cell receptors don't crave them as much because we're reducing the addiction to the negative emotions. Right? Do you realize how powerful that is? And I'm not saying that from a patronizing standpoint. Do you realize how powerful that is? Take that in, all the way in. Please, for the love of God, take that in. Right? If you tap every day, I promise you, your life will change. It will change beyond measure. Mine did, because I'm not trapped in that feeling of, I can't control this. Right? There's something wrong with me, right? And if you've ever felt not good enough, if you've ever felt at the mercy of your own emotions, of external circumstances, of things that you feel like they just keep coming, right? Do you get me? Put a 2 in the comments if you resonate. A daily tapping, excuse me, a daily tapping practice will change your life because systematically you will start to lessen the emotional charge that comes with, here's another wonderful tapping practitioner, Miss Henry. She's amazing. It will lessen the emotional charge that those kinds of thoughts carry with them. So you are reducing your addiction every time you tap, your unconscious addiction. So guess what? There's more room for you to absorb nutrients. There's more room for the positive ones to dock onto those receptor sites instead. And you know what positive emotions do for the body, right? Not to mention, when we're tapping, we're reducing cortisol and adrenaline, which are toxic in overload, right? And unfortunately, which we are all carrying around with us most of the time because of all this consistent low-grade stress, right, that I talked about earlier. And instead, we are flooding the body with serotonin and dopamine, which are feel-good hormones, feel-good, do-good hormones, to replace that shitty, horrible feeling. And we start to relax and go, do you know what? I can do this. I can. I absolutely can do this. And one of the most important things that is very overlooked is we calm the brain waves, right? So when you're up in that cyclical thinking, right, in the addicted, oh my God, I can't stop this, your brain is probably up in beta, right? It means cyclical thoughts. It means your mind is racing, and effectively what happens is when we're in a stress state, your thinky brain, right? It's a technical term, I know. Your thinky brain from prefrontal cortex goes offline because all of your resources when you're in stress response are geared towards getting you the hell out of there or turning and fighting your corner, right? Or sometimes freezing as well. So when you calm your brain waves and you lower the stress response and you send out all these feel good, do good hormones, what happens then is your brain slows down. You come into alpha, sometimes even theta if we do it for long enough. We will get tapping in a minute, I promise, but this is so, so important. Your brain slows down. Your prefrontal cortex comes back from the bar. It sits down and it goes, right then, let's sort this out. And this is exactly what this card is talking about. It's time. It's time to make a list. It's time to get scrappy. It's time to be logical. It's time to think straight, make decisions. But you can't do that when your prefrontal cortex is offline. You can't. I'll give you a quick example. When I was in the height of my stress and anxiety and depression, which is like the brake and the gas at the same time, right? Brake and accelerator at the same time. It's hideous. I went to the supermarket and I wanted some bread and some milk. And I went down the bread aisle and all I saw was rows and rows and rows of these plastic bags of this stuff. Could I make a decision about what bread to buy? No, because this was offline. When your prefrontal cortex, your thinky brain comes back online, you can make easier decisions. You reconnect your creativity, your intuition, right? You connect the heart and the brain. You become in resonance. You get grounded. You get back in your body. Bang, your feet are on the floor. You can see straight. You can think straight. You can hear clearly, right? I'm not kidding you guys. This is like, I know, darling. Mr. Boss is getting involved now. He's like, yeah, listen to my mum. She knows what she's talking about. So we're going to do some tapping on this, okay? Because this is a massive message today. And I'm so grateful that you've stayed with me all this time and for all the hearts and all the participation. If you are loving this, if you are having a penny drop, an aha moment, I would love it if you would like, share, subscribe, comment. Kisses from Auntie Kate, I think that is. Hey, Ashley, good to see you, darling. Yeah, kisses from Auntie Kate. Then I would love it if you would like and follow my Facebook page, which is at Inner Smile Coach. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, again, at Inner Smile Coach. And maybe like and comment on my post in LinkedIn if that's where you're watching this. And please do send this to somebody who needs to know. It's important. We are not taught this at schools and we should be, right? Because this takes away the shame, doesn't it? Let me know. I think it does. So let's do some tapping on this. Mr. Boss is ready for some tapping. Look at that face. Good boy. He's always ready for some tapping. So what I want you to do, what I invite you to do now is just place your dominant hand over your heart center and just feel your feet on the floor if you can. And just take a nice deep breath down into the pit of your stomach, right? And just relax your shoulders and your jaw on the out breath, okay? Take a nice deep in breath into the pit of your stomach now. And let it go. Relax the jaw and the shoulders on the out breath. Okay. Now, he's not going to let me tap because he wants my hand on his head. So we're not going to do a setup statement. We're just going to go straight into the eyebrow. Please take 2 fingers like so and follow me around. If you've never tapped before, then just tap where I tap, say what I say and see how I feel. I look like I'm about to cry. I've got really emotional today. This stuff can save lives. That's why it did mine. So tap where I tap, say what I say, see how you feel. And we're just going to, I'm not even using the book. We're just going to channel this. Okay. So I've been really hard on myself. Outside of the eye, just here. I've been telling myself that I'm crap. Underneath the eye, just here, for not being able to stop this negative thinking. Under the nose. And today I've learned that it is not my fault. On the chin in the center. All this negative thinking. Hi to anybody new, just join in, just copy me. Collarbones. And all the ways this cyclical thinking impacts me. Then we go under the arm, 3 to 4 inches down on the bra strap. All of the times I've shamed myself for doing it. Top of the head, just topping around the back of the head. And the sheer embarrassment for not being able to stop. eyebrow. Now I know that this is just a protective mechanism. Outside of the eye. My brain is just giving my body what it needs under the eye to survive and feel safe. Under the nose. I'm not doing this on purpose. Chin. My body and mind are working together misguidedly. Collarbones. It's just my biochemistry at work. And now I know better, I can do things differently. Lean into how good this feels, guys. Top of the head. And I can choose to do it differently every day. Eyebrow. Every time I tap, I'm freeing myself from shame and self-punishment. Instead, I'm releasing positive emotions that over time my body can get addicted to instead. And I'm going to lean into how amazing it feels to think that one day this will be my natural state. And I will be so proficient at dealing with any contrast, let's say, any duality, any contrast, that I won't even need the shit stuff to not happen. Because I'll feel safe in my body. Because I have a powerful tool in my tool belt to help me tackle times like this. Somebody just took a big deep breath. So actually, I'm free. This doesn't have to hold me hostage anymore. I can change it. And as my body and mind begin to relax, I now know that anything is possible for me. And then just finish on the third eye between the eyebrows. So be it, and so it is. All right, gently come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. So that was Thinker. That was our channeled message today. I would love to know how you feel, because I feel totes emotion. And this shit just blows me away. Like, I've been doing this 10 years and I never, ever get bored of talking about this, as you can tell. But where the rubber really meets the road is I love to train people in this technique and other energy clearing techniques, but EFT particularly I'm talking about today. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Because I'm only one person, right? I cannot get this message out to everybody in the world by myself. I need you. I need you at least to be tapping on yourself, right? I need you at least to take this tool and run with it, so I don't have to worry about you. Okay? And I need to train an army of practitioners to go and help the rest of the people that I can't, and I don't have time, and I don't live in the right country to reach. Okay? Not everyone has the internet and Zoom, believe it or not. So if you have ever wanted something more, something different, a different career, if you've ever thought, oh God, I really want to help people, but I just don't know how, you felt it yourself today. Don't underestimate the power of this. This wasn't even therapeutic EFT. Okay. This was affirmation-based EFT. Some people criticize it, but the fact is the tapping is still doing the heavy lifting. Okay. It's still calming your body. It's still sending out feel-good hormones. It's still disconnecting upsetting memories. It's still freeing you from your unconscious emotional addiction to negative thoughts and negative emotions, right? This is one of the most powerful things you will ever, ever learn to do. And if you feel called to learn how to be a practitioner and go out and help other people with this, please let me know, because I would love to teach you. And I teach it differently to a lot of other people. I will help you connect to your intuition as well, and to be a fabulous practitioner so that you can hold the biggest space for your clients conceivable. Because when you are clean and clear and connected in yourself, you get yourself out of the way and you can just hold a vortex of space for somebody to completely heal. Okay. Not necessarily in one session, right? I'm good, but I'm not that good. Sometimes it may take one session. Sometimes it might take a few years. It doesn't matter. The point is, the world needs us right now. So if you ever thought that you wanted to do this, I'm going to put a link in afterwards for you to read about how I teach, because it's a bit different. And I would love for us to start a journey together with this. If you already teach this and you want to learn my method, we can talk about that too. And if you are an EFT practitioner or other energy modality method or healing method, and you want to get your message out there further, using EFT in your business is so key. Because can you imagine, you've learned today how it feels and why we are addicted to certain ways of thinking. Can you imagine if you used EFT throughout your business building journey to release all the sabotage, all the self-doubt, all the self-flagellation, all the blame, all the guilt, all the imposter syndrome? Can you imagine how much more you could explode your business? I have an academy that can help you do just that. So if you want to learn how to be a practitioner, put practitioner in the comments. If you want to learn, or if you're already a thing and you want to do my course with me as well, I have to do the advanced version as well. And if you want to take your healing modality out further and make a massive impact and heal yourself at the same time, put academy in the comments, and I will let you have the details. You can read all about it. There's never any pressure with me. Never like, I'm going to answer some of your questions now because I've been chitter chattering on, right? I can't wait until I do the practitioner program. It will take my methods much further. Kate, it's going to absolutely explode what you do, because you are incredible. Never like tapping until I came across your site. Thank you, Doreen. Do you know what? That means the world to me, because I try to get it out there in a really practical, normal way, right? That people can connect with and understand in a real life situation, right? It's not woo-woo. This is rooted in biochemistry and sound healing. It's because I always say, Anne said academy sounds great, and I took the word sound. Look, it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, if you feel called and you just want to talk to me about the possibilities of working together, put call in the comments, right? The emotion and passion Emma Starling puts into her training makes her training really special. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey's an accredited practitioner with me. She is fantastic. Yeah, and thank you for being on this journey with me, Audrey, for years and years. I adore you. I appreciate everything about you. I think you're amazing. Practitioner Academy. Also, please send the link. I'd like to order a couple of the decks you use. Kimmy, I'm on it. Actually, I need to finish in a minute because I've got a client in 8 minutes. My God, I didn't realize I'd gone on for so long, but you're welcome, Doreen. Amazing realization. Kay, thank you for being here. That is so awesome. Oh, you know what? Those are the moments that make this job, this work, really special for me. It ain't the money, and I have big dreams in terms of income and financial freedom, but it's way more than that. I really needed this today. Perfect. I'm glad I could help. Thank you for being so amazing. Oh, thank you, Kate. I'm just a mirror for you, my love. I'll watch from the beginning as I missed some. Oh, thank you, Em. I appreciate that. Thank you. Feeling better than I did. It's been a rubbish day, so I can resonate. Perfect. Then you were right in the I can't even talk. You're in the perfect spot for you. Goodness me. That totally applied to something that happened yesterday and I completely lost it. Right. Okay. So when that happens, take a step back and go, is this how I want to feel? No. Right. How do I want to feel? Okay. Just explore what you've made it mean and just tap. Even if you say nothing, just tap in those moments, reconnect. Totally emotional, feeling lighter, tingles all down my right side. Ooh, I love that for you, Vicky. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, I was yawning so much and so relaxed. You are truly amazing. You know what? I just facilitate this, Kimmy. This is you. This is your body. This is your energy system releasing all the shit that you didn't even know was there. All right. So I just work here. It hit me when you got to, I'm not doing this on purpose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I could crush a grape. Honestly, it makes me so emotional doing this because the light bulbs and the realizations and the relief of all the shame that we are programmed to feel. Oof, once that lifts, you're unstoppable, my friend. Telling you, that was unbelievable. Thank you, Patty darling. Feeling amazing. Thank you, Emma. Have a great day. You too. You too, Lizzie. Feels amazing. Thank you. I think I'm caught up now, apart from the last few. That brought tears to my eyes. Oh, bless you. Ooh, 1-to-1. All right, AB, I will be in touch. So, guys, I love you. I love you from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for your never ending support with this. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really does make a difference if you follow the page, if you subscribe on YouTube, if you send the link to other people, because this is not about me, right? This is not vanity metrics. This is about getting this message and this modality out to help other people. Take what you've learned and realized today and imagine how that could help somebody else, right? I'm so grateful for all your help. Sharing is indeed caring. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, Vicky. So gorgeous to see you. You're very welcome, Karen. It's a pleasure. I have done the academy before with Emma. You're amazing. Oh, bless you, Audrey. Thank you. It's a different academy, actually, Audrey. This is a business building one, but I love that you did. I think it was you 101 that you did, didn't you? And my little tapping group and stuff. So yeah, click notifications so that you all can get this every day. Yeah. Around the same time, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, UK time, that is my time to come live with you guys every day of the week. And I've been doing this almost 7 years for free, right? So this is not about stuff. If you want to support me in a little way, there will be ways that you can do that soon moving forward by just sending a little contribution or something like that. It's entirely up to you. But I do this because I keep myself in a routine with this as much as helping you guys. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I need a cup of tea before my next client. So I love you and I'll see you all again tomorrow on the Daily Tap. Lots of love. Bye for now.